Ava was a quiet girl who often made gentle, wordless tunes while drawing in her sketchbook. She lived in a small town where every year, the school held a big singing contest. Everyone said it was the most exciting event of the year. Ava loved listening to the performances but had never thought of joining. This year, her music teacher, Mrs. Flores, made a surprise announcement. "Each student in our class must participate in the singing contest," she said with a smile. Ava's heart sank. "Me? Sing in front of everyone? No way." Ava tried to convince Mrs. Flores to let her skip the contest. "But I'm not good at singing," Ava said softly. "Nonsense," replied Mrs. Flores. "Every voice is special. You just need a little practice." At home, Ava told her mom about the contest. "I think you'll do great, sweetheart," her mom said, handing her a cup of warm cocoa. "Remember how you used to sing lullabies to your stuffed bear?" Ava blushed. That was different. Singing in front of a crowd felt impossible. Even at school, her classmates were excitedly practicing their songs. Ava felt more nervous each day. Then one afternoon, while she was sitting under the big oak tree in her backyard, her pet bird, Chippy, landed on her shoulder. "Chirp, chirp." Chippy sang happily, as if encouraging her. Ava smiled and whispered, "I wish I could sing as freely as you, Chippy." The next day, Ava decided to give it a try. She started practicing when no one was around, singing quietly in her room. Chippy would join in with cheerful chirps, and soon, Ava began to feel a tiny bit more confident. Mrs. Flores noticed her effort and gave her a simple piece to perform, "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star." "Start with something you know well," she said. One evening, Ava's older brother, Liam, overheard her singing. "Wow, Ava, that sounded amazing," he said. "You're just saying that," Ava replied, looking down. "No, really. Here, try singing it a little louder." With Liam's encouragement, Ava's voice grew stronger. He even taught her a few tips, like how to take deep breaths and relax her shoulders. The day of the contest arrived. Ava's heart was racing as she stepped onto the stage. The bright lights made it hard to see the audience, but she knew her family and Chippy were there, cheering her on. As the music began, Ava closed her eyes and took a deep breath. She imagined she was back in her room, singing with Chippy. Slowly, her nerves melted away, and her voice rang out, clear and sweet. When she finished, there was a moment of silence, followed by thunderous applause. Ava couldn't believe it. People were clapping for her. After the contest, Mrs. Flores gave Ava a big hug. "I knew you could do it," she said proudly. Ava didn't win first place, but that didn't matter. She had discovered her voice and gained a new confidence she never thought possible. From that day on, Ava loved singing, not just in her room, but with her friends, her family, and even on stage. She realized that sometimes, trying something scary can lead to the most amazing moments. Ava walked home that evening with a big smile. Chippy fluttered around her, chirping happily. "Thank you for being my little coach," she said with a giggle.